Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Mama Make You Up. If this is your first time visiting, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're returning, then thanks so much for coming back. My zit is dripping. So today's video is going to be another first impressions and reviews video. Skincare products that I would like to review. Full Spirit Hydrating Serum, and this is in the kind of scent of orange blossom. So one of the big things that this product has that helps the skin is hyaluronic acid. I just let that run off the end of my tongue because I'm thinking that's how you say it. I'm going to read a little bit from the website so that I can tell you guys a little bit more about the products. The website itself, it's called Youthful Spirit, so you can Google it. It has a nice teal and turquoise kind of website. So it's no animal byproducts, so it's completely vegan, organically certified, and they offer the highest concentration of hyaluronic acid available. It's non-greasy, it dries fast and clear, and I would absolutely agree. It helps diminish fine lines and wrinkles, increases collagen synthesis, and facilitates skin healing. It can be added to your daily moisturizer. The different scents are witch hazel, I think if I'm getting it right. They have a witch hazel scent, orange blossom, they have a rose scent, and I do like rose oil on my nails when I get them done. I wasn't a huge fan of that scent, and the witch hazel smells more medicated. They also have an unscented version as well. I'm jumping all over the place. Actually bought a long time ago, used a bit, then wasn't sure how I felt about it and took it out last week or something, and I realized putting it on that this is a really darn good drugstore foundation. And I feel like it almost thickened over the time that I've had it, which may sound really weird. But this is the Rimmel Lasting Finish with Comfort Serum. It's the 25 hours. So if you really need to wear your makeup for 25 hours, this one's for you. So this is what the bottle looks like. This is in shade 103 True Ivory, and right now it does still match my skin. It just has a really nice coverage. It applies nicely with the Beauty Blender, but I thought that I would just mention that as a bit of a review because I had put it away and hadn't used it that much because I'm a bit of a collector of foundations, and I recently took it back out and was like, yeah, no, this is definitely going to have to be a staple. The other product I wanted to review today was this amazing, lovely, gorgeous wand of beauty called the Stila Magnificent Metals. So this is the package it comes in. Right on the front here, I think I'm holding it upside down. 5 or 6 different shades. You've probably seen them all over the place because YouTube has been blowing up about them. And this one is called Kitten Karma. I really liked this one because I wasn't looking for something that is full-on gold or full-on silver. This one has a rose gold background to it with silver and gold basically glitter inside of it. So if you can see the shine that comes from here, and if you've seen any of my Instagram photos, I did a halo eye with it right in the center, and I also used it as a inner corner highlight, which is probably, it was a bit too chunky to use as an inner corner highlight, but I was experimenting. It is amazing. You use the wand, so it's got this nice little doe foot applicator. I always want to call it like doppelganger or something. God, I watch way too much Supernatural. Anyways, it's got this applicator here that's really nice for the eye. Basically, you can apply it all over the lid. In terms of once you've put it on, you have to work very quickly. So with the halo eye, I noticed that if I tried to blend out my shadow into the center where the glitter was, I would get a bit of fallout. So I would definitely recommend doing your eye makeup if you're going to use this in any form. Just do your eye makeup first and leave your skin clean and do your rest of your makeup later. You do not need a glue base or a primer. Most glitters, you do need some kind of base. Because this is like an all-in-one, you're golden. Score! All right, to first impressions. My zit is it's just gooey. What's happening? Super sanitary, Katie. Are you ready? For first impressions. Hi. e.l.f. Beautifully Bare 3-in-1 makeup base is something that I have seen Miss Laura Lee use a lot on YouTube. She is a wonderful makeup guru. I opened it up last night in the car because I couldn't wait to see all the stuff that I got. And I realized you really need to shake this up because the way it comes out is a very clear liquid, and then the white lotion kind of comes out afterwards. It of course is white, but it goes on clear, if you will. That amount. And it's kind of weird when you're reviewing a base to your makeup and then you go and review a foundation for the first time. It's kind of hard to know, well, did the foundation not go over well because the base isn't good? That kind of thing. But because I've heard good things about this makeup base, I'm just gonna hope that the foundation isn't negatively affected by it. It feels a bit tacky, which is fine because then makeup hypothetically will stick to it. I really like this. This, I don't know why they call it Beautifully Bare 3-in-1 makeup. It says create a flawless natural look with this lightweight makeup base. Primes the skin for long wear and also helps brighten and refine skin appearance. It is infused with acai and vitamin C and E. Okay, so we've got that. The L'Oreal Blend Artist Infallible Blend Artist. And this sponge I've been so excited to get my hands on. It's a typical beauty blender shape, and I'm going to go wet this, and then afterwards we are going to go in with a foundation, Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I had to just guess on what colors could work for my skin right now. We are heading into summer, so I bought a Buff Bisque, which is a neutral light medium. I do have a more pinky undertone to my skin, but this could work in the more summer months. And then I also bought Rose Ivory, which is on the cool or the light side. So I am going to mix both of these together today, and I'm going to go wet my beauty sponge and be right back. And believe it or not, Wet n Wild is actually fully cruelty-free and vegan, which is an awesome feature for pretty much anyone. So they created a bunch of stuff like the concealers, which I wasn't able to get my hands on. I could not find the light version. They have a concealer, they have a bunch of highlighters, which I got my hands on one of them. Not the one I hoped for, but one of them. And the foundations were mostly, of course, in the States, and we were just waiting for them to arrive in Canada. And finally they have. So there are 7 light conditions with top smartphone models with and without flash. So it's just basically saying goodbye photo flashback. It helps eliminate white particle reflections. I don't have issues with white particles reflecting off my face day to day, but it's always helpful. First type of foundation that most of us have ever seen with a little spatula, which is pretty cool. So you could use that to apply directly to your face. I've mixed a bit of those two together. What do I have on my shirt? What don't I have on my shirt? I have twin babies. By the way, my twins are walking. My twin girls are walking, and I bought them the coolest friggin' sneakers at Walmart last night. They are black and neon pink and key lime green, and watching them try to walk in them this morning was friggin' hilarious. It was very entertaining. I'm going to take this, go in, and we're going to start bouncing. I actually really prefer using the bottom of beauty blenders because then you're not dealing with any harsh edges like this pointed tip. So color-wise, based on this mixture, not bad. I could probably lighten it up a little bit. I think the other thing I heard about this is that you have to work quickly. So there's no necessarily putting it all over your face and then blending it out. I wouldn't suggest that. I just like to take mine right out of the pan, if you will. Definitely doesn't have a dewy finish, so that is for sure. It doesn't seem to be grabbing onto any dry patches that I have. We will see how it works around the nose. So I realized after looking at some footage right after I applied this foundation that my camera was out of focus. So I'm going to give you guys a bit of a close-up here, and I'm going to summarize the stuff that I talked about as I applied the foundation. So I'm sitting here, this side of my face blender from L'Oreal. This side is my Morphe Y6 brush, which is my favorite foundation brush right now. Overall, it looks nice. It is definitely more matte finish. How I will use this product, because I want to use it and make use of it and I want to love it, is I will add things to it to make it more of a dewy finish that will suit my skin, because I have combo dry skin. So I will add my Cover FX custom enhancer drops, an overall glow. You can also spray your face like crazy with something like a glow mist, a hydrating mist, or something like the MAC Fix Plus, so that your face as a base is very dewy to start with. It caught a little bit in the areas of my nose, which are always more dry. It didn't necessarily catch on a lot of dry patches on my eyes and between my eyebrows. I have a bit of that dry area. What I'm noticing though, sitting here after a few minutes with it on, I don't usually notice this with makeup, but I feel like I have a foundation on. But as I sit here, I feel it on my forehead, and it is actually quite tacky to the touch still. So those are a bit of my take homes in terms of first impressions. I'm going to go now and put on some concealer in the rest of my makeup, and then I have 2 products from Wet n Wild to finish off, a highlighter and an eyeshadow palette, and those are both first impressions. So I will be right back. Next we have the Wet n Wild Color Icon Au Naturel Nude Awakening, and that is the eyeshadow palette that we are going to try. Gotta open it. Safety sealed for your protection. Protection from what? Really? Really? Here we are with the actual eyeshadows. As always, I set my eye. I put some concealer on it, but I did not set it with setting powder, so I'm going to use this white shade right here, as always, on a big fluffy Morphe 441, and I'm going to put that white all over my lid. The types of colors you get, what I love, again, all over lid to set your concealer if you're using concealer or an eyeshadow base. You've got a few shimmers, so this one, and this one, those are shimmers, and so is this one. I would say is more of a satin finish. Then this is also a satin finish as well. This is, I love this kind of purpley cranberry. I'm horrible at describing colors. This color is wicked, and it definitely drew me in. And then this is a really nice transition shade, I think. So my next color that I'm going to go in is with this one right here. Lots of kick up here, but that has nothing necessarily to do with the quality of the shadows. My Anastasia Beverly Modern Renaissance palette, which is $55, has tons of kick up, but the pigmentation is amazing in those products. So that does not necessarily mean a bad thing. Blendability wise, this is great. Like so far it's awesome. Again, I'm still using my Morphe 441 blending brush. There's a bit of patchiness that it seems to have, but I wonder if that's also because I usually set my eye with setting powder and then I apply a white shadow, which I skipped today, so this could partially be my own darn fault. I'm going to go in next with this guy right here. I'm not going to be able to venture far into these really dark colors. I'm just going to go ahead and put shimmer in the crease. I don't usually do that, but who cares? Yeah, it's pretty. It's adding a bit of a pink texture to it, which is how it shows up in the pan, so it's nice. This gorgeous purpley color right here. So pigmentation on this is great. As you can see, it's showing up really nicely on my eye. And they have a different palette as well. So usually when they have something that's more rose, cool toned, they also have a complementary one that's more warm with the browns, the bronzes, that kind of thing. And I'm always drawn to the cool, the berry colors. That's just my preference. But the other one looked really nice as well. Just blend that out. This color does seem to slightly blend away as soon as you take a blending brush to it. Sometimes shadows do that, where they just kind of disappear as soon as you try to blend them out. But if you just keep working it in. Peachy undertone color right here. And then I'm going to use this lovely one in my inner corner. So we're going to combine kind of the peachy and the pink. So I'm spraying my brush with some Fix Plus. So this color is applying quite well. It's a definitely pretty color. The more you go ham on the Fix Plus, the more you'll get payoff, I would say. I find that on the lid, this color turns out much more purple than it has more of a burgundy or red undertone in the pan, but it definitely applies onto my lid more purple. That's what I'm noticing on my skin tone and stuff anyways. Y18, and now just make sure that the purple hasn't gotten lost with this shimmery outer corner. I'm just gonna pat on the purple a little bit more. And with this shade right here. Quick work on the lower lash lines, dark plum color. Right, I come up with different names every time I go in. Plum, I don't know. I'm gonna just to go in with our transition shade, which is this guy right here. And I'm going to just dust that all under my eyebrow highlight. I'm going to go in with, I'll just go in with my same E36, which I use to do my inner corner highlight. And we will add a little bit of extra of that white shadow. The last product that I have to review for the first time is the highlighting powder, the Mega Glow. It's Wet n Wild. It is in the shade of Crown of My Canopy. This color is easy to find compared to the Precious Petals one, which is the one that is absolutely made for more fairer skin. It has the pinky icy undertone and I can't find it anywhere. So I decided to just go for this more bronzy one that I know is definitely not for my skin tone in terms of a highlighter, but I'm going to try to use it as a bit of a potentially blush topper of some sort. So I'm going to try it out, see if I need to combine it maybe with another highlighter. It's crazy. And okay, yeah, it's probably hard to see on camera. It's definitely darker for my skin tone comparatively. I'm actually going to run it all over my cheeks so that it's not such a harsh line, because I don't want this color to look just like a strip of bronzy loveliness on the side of my face. It is really pretty. There it is on my finger. Okay, if I go to the back of my hand, that's what it looks like on the back of my hand. There's some pinks in there. It's got all kinds of different stuff going on. It is beautiful. I'm going to just combine my Anastasia Beverly. I'm going to add a little bit of the crushed pearl, which is the whitest one, and I'm just going to go over it. The last product that I had for first impressions is technically supposed to be this Aqua Primer Mist from e.l.f. I'm going to show you guys, if I can, in slow motion what this spray looks like. So you have to hold this baby out big time. So I'm going to use this as a setting spray, and I'm going to hold it to the heavens. Yeah, it's still way too intense. It is, oh, I've got crap all over my lower lash line. Emergency! You may want to change the container. Aha! So, it unscrews easily. I would highly recommend, if you have an existing bottle that you like as a mister, which I do, so I have my MAC Fix Plus, I have my Pixie Glow Mist, I would highly recommend changing the mister. This, no matter, I held it out over 2 feet away from my body, and it's still like literally splashed all over my face. And it messed up my mascara and my setting powder on my lower lid here. I now have like a spot without any powder. And that's what first impressions are all about. It feels a bit sticky on the face. The mister is horrible. It's just like water shooting at your face. So the Aqua Primer Mist, I think I'll like it, and I will try it as a base instead of just a finishing product, but I will absolutely change the container that it is in. Alright guys, so that is it for today. We did some reviews, we did some first impressions of products, and so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please share, like, subscribe, comment down below if there is any other kind of video that you guys would like to see. I really appreciate you joining me here today. I hope you had fun, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. So have a wonderful and colorful day. Take care. Bye.